potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll give it to Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Running inside. It's Haynes. Maybe a crease. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in
Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gives it on the option. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got a little grass. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Throwing Reed. Caught over the middle. It's Craver. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up in the touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Owens. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Now here's Reed. makes the grab. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here. You know, Jesse, they threw that to him in double coverage, and I like that sometimes because you can't let the defense just dictate what you're going to do.
No, they're going to make sure he gets his, Reese, no doubt about it. And they're going to force it over to him, hoping that he can make a play and knowing that he can. But as a defense, you got to be careful doubling him because that means somebody else is wide open.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful opening drive. Really nice tempo, phenomenal execution, whether it's been running or throwing like you saw right there. And here they are now, down in close to the red zone, but the head coach is loving what he's seeing out of his team early.
He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Inside, it's Johnson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man.
Man, #1 area to be successful on 3rd and long, gotta have good protection up front. Check. Great job by the offensive line, keeping their QB clean. He had time to go through his progression, to find the correct guy, and to convert the third down and long.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Moore. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. And they got him.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the run, it's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Reed. A shot toward the end zone. He caught it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Reed looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He wants to change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Reads it, fires complete. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that can catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Reed. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards. yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
From the gun, on third down, it's Marcel Reed. He's got it on the run. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Tight end finds a soft spot. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Touchdown Aggies. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. No midseason concentration lapse here in week 7 as they push out that lead.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Quarterback has it. Got enough for the first. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time he wants to throw. They'll run the screen. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Stepping to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll send the back in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 9 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Fighting Irish, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's got him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
They boot it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They go right back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
The offense changing the play.
Replace! Hammer! Hey, hammer! Why did he hit?
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Clemson!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Number 81, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Reed to throw. He makes the grab. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Reed. Right down the middle. He's got it. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. Inside the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lost a throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense.
Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. On the direct snap, it's Moore. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Makes him talk to the hand. Rolls up to the 14-yard line before being guided out of bounds. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run the counter and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll keep it on the ground. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Running inside. It's Owens. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Going to the run, it's Owens. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Reed. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Moore. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The run inside. It's Haynes. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Preston. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snap to the back. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the 1st down marker.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains.
Hey, move. Shift. Jet.
On the direct snap, it's Moore. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Direct snap. Could be an alley. He goes out of bounds. Really good pickup, an explosive run there, but that's going to be like a fabulous parting gift. Not enough to make a big difference.